Hello everyone, this is Taryn with Wonderfully Made Handcrafting, and today I'm working on day 8 of By the Will of God's On the Brink devotional, and I'm using Tim Holtz watercolor pencils. Now these have been out for a number of years, but he recently released 3 new sets 4, 5, and 6. These are just sets 1, 2, and 3. By the Will of God actually has all 6 sets on their website. I will link them down below in the description. And I haven't used them as much as I had wanted to, but after this page, I am absolutely sold. I recently watched Tim Holtz live on using watercolor pencils. He actually has 2, one from a couple of years ago and then one just from the other day. And so I am absolutely in love with these. I can't wait to get the other sets in the mail today. I ordered them from By the Will of God a couple days ago and they should be arriving today. Absolutely love them, and they make great things to color with, coloring your stamps like I'm doing here. I did emboss this with the new Scorched Timber embossing glaze, but you can also do a lot of mixed media and backgrounds and do fun things with stencils. If you haven't watched Tim Holtz live on those, definitely go check it out because they are amazing. They blend so smoothly. You'll just see me work on these 2 little birds I have going on here for a while, but I really, really do love them. I am sad I haven't reached for them more in the last couple of years, but now seeing his live and working with them, I was actually coloring as I was watching his live. But anyways, after using them now, I really, really do love them. So if you like the end result of this, definitely go check them out. They do have them, like I said, on By the Will of God's website. So if I could have, I would have used the color bundled sage as the watercolor pencil, but that is in either set 4, 5, or 6. That's still coming to me. And so instead I used salvage patina and iced spruce and kind of mix those together. I was trying to get that greenish blue look, but it just seemed a little bit too blue with that salvage patina, but I liked the brightness of it. The iced spruce kind of made it a little bit more dark. And in the end, I actually end up adding some antique linen on top. That is the color that is in the belly of the birds right now. But I'll add that on top of the ice spruce and salvage patina, and that makes the perfect greenish kind of sage color for this kit. So you'll see me kind of blend and work with this. I'm trying to get that right color. That's why I have those letters out and also that fabric piece. So I'm just trying to match everything as best as possible. I also add a little bit of shading with the black watercolor pencil. Now you can also get black and white separate in case, because I know I'll be using those a lot. You see me here add white to that belly, and I really love this even more so now, but I'm still working on that green, so you'll see me just go back and forth to the salvage patina, kind of blot it up. What's great about these is that you can blot them up with paper towel, or like I have just a flower towel with me, and I just use that to blot stuff up. But that antique linen definitely made the green color that I wanted. So I'll cut out those little birds and start planning my page. We are in Ruth today, specifically Ruth chapter 4, where we are talking about Boaz being the kinsman redeemer for Ruth and her family. Ruth was a Moabite woman. She had married someone that passed away, unfortunately. And so her mother-in-law, she ended up going back to Israel with her mother-in-law and had Boaz be her kinsman redeemer. So that is what I am writing right here, Goel, which is the Hebrew word for kinsman redeemer. I'm using that new Noah alpha. I love this alpha so much. And I didn't get the placement exactly right. I didn't like how big that space was right there. And so you'll see me here in a second add a little hyphen, which I actually saw some people spell it with a hyphen. So we're just going to go with it. It works. In the devotional, it's 2 words, but we're okay with that. So anyways, I am just making my cluster down here. I have some eucalyptus plants that I fussy cut out just a little bit more from the ephemera that came in the kit. And I also took a little label to my typewriter and wrote kinsman redeemer, one who delivers or rescues. And then I also wrote the Strong's concordance number H1350. Now I had used the Scorched Timber Distress ink to stamp out my title, Go L, so I decided to come back with the Scorched Timber Distress Oxide and make a fun little background, but I am not liking how dark this looks. I was even trying to be really light. It's not that dark, it's just the cluster doesn't pop because the cluster is so light, and I don't know, I was just a little frustrated with it. So anyways, I am tapping it off, trying to spray it down a little bit, adding some dimension and texture to it, and then eventually I'm just going to take some white gesso on top of it and just paint it over. I actually don't mind doing this. It is very similar to the original color, but it does add some more texture, and I always feel like I have to have something on there. I don't know. I can't leave a background blank. So we're going to add some of this white gesso on top of it, let it dry, and then I'm also going to come in with the Roses stencil that was released alongside this kit and some texture paste, and it's going to make actually a gorgeous, just tone on tone background. So at first I didn't know if I wanted this stencil all over the page, so I decided to just put it in a couple places. But once I saw it with the cluster on top, I realized that yes, indeed, in fact, I wanted it all over the page. And so I start adding it little by little, but then I need to let it dry. So I did dry it with my heat tool a little bit so I could go back in and not smush all the stuff that I'd already done. And so you'll see me just add the pieces to this page. With everything dry in the background, I'll add my clusters. So I'll use this Scrapbook.com's version of score tape. It's just double-sided tape. They make a million different widths of this, and I probably should pick up some more because I've been using it a lot lately and really loving it. But I will just place this down, and then I have these birds on some foam tape. I'll add that little paper clip, but I still felt like I was missing something. And so I got my Curator snippets out from Tim Holtz and added one on the bottom, and then decided to add a second one that I will staple on as well. After that, I'll add a little bookbinding scrap underneath my label, and then this page will be done. If you've enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. You can also follow me over on Instagram at Wonderfully Made Handcrafting. I'll try to link everything I use down below in the description, including those watercolor pencils. And I hope you have a wonderful day, guys. Bye.